All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Welcome back. Hopefully you all are doing well today. So, I know that for my morning people, this is posted later in the day. I had a lot of things that I had to take care of first thing this morning. So that is why this is appearing later in the afternoon. So, good afternoon, good evening, or good morning if you are seeing this the next day. But yeah, I do apologize for the delay of this. I knew that I had to do this today, but adulting had to come first. But anyway, welcome in. Hi. Your spirit guides are welcome here. My spirit guides invite your spirit guides in. I invite your energy in so we can take a look and see what's happening. As always, these are general readings, so they may not resonate for each and every single one of you. Maybe small nidbits are for you. Every once in a while, you are the messenger for someone else, which means I give you the information for you to pass along, or you share this video with them, whatever works. But very rarely, no, there are a handful of you where these messages are for you specifically. Miss Mecca May. No, ma'am. I have all the dogs out. I've got Mecca, Goji, and I've got Cosmo. So, all the fun things. Let's see where we're going. Underneath, regeneration again. We had this on Monday. We had that on Monday. In the same spot. Orphaned. Okay. Never-ending story. Huh. It's different than what it was last time. Because last time you were transitioning into something where you probably shouldn't be. Stepping into an energy because you felt rushed, even though the universe was trying to get you to step out of that energy. But this feels like I'm hearing somebody tell me no matter how many times I change, the story or the situation still end up the same. Never-ending story. It still ends up the same. Because we have 5, 10, and 10, which we have 5, 1, and 1. And with that 5, I am seeing the 5 of Wands, conflict. I'm also seeing the 5 of Pentacles. Feeling left out in the cold. Are you, I guess I'm going to put this bluntly, are you one of those individuals, one of those people where you feel like the universe is out to get you no matter what you do? My ears are ringing with that. I'm talking to somebody here. We'll pull these. Compassion. Strength. The warrior. I'm talking to somebody who's kind of been put through the ringer. And what I mean by that, it's somebody who, no matter how many times you try and get a leg up, it's almost like you're being pushed back down. You're being brought through the same cycles. Because it's a never-ending story. But I don't have cycles here. I don't have round and round. I have never-ending story. It's almost like you either can't get to the next level. Yeah, because here's round and round. You can't get to the next section. It's never-ending. Or you're stuck in a regeneration. We'll figure this out together. Okay. I don't know why all of my cards are upside down today. But underneath we have strength, compassion, and the warrior. I mean, to be a warrior, you need both strength and compassion. I have Mulan going through my mind. Mulan 2. One alone is not enough. You need both together. Winter, summer, moon, and sun. Lesson number 1. And what that means is that with that song, it talks about, you know, being strong, but not unyielding. Being able to give, to bend and bow without snapping. If you don't know what I'm talking about, lesson number 1 is a song. It's a Disney song. I recommend checking that out, because that's there for somebody. It's going to be stuck in my head all day. Underneath, we have the Lovers. We have the Ace of Swords. We have the Ten of Wands. And we have the Three of Cups. I'm going to take this Temperance and the Nine of Swords along with the Four of Pentacles. And there's the Five of Wands. I mean, for some of you, you could be going round and round with relationships. But again, it goes, again, lesson number 1 is going through my mind, that divine feminine, divine masculine. We kind of touched base with this on Monday. Having that balance with it. What was it on Monday? Monday, it was not enough emotion, right? It wasn't enough emotion. But now it's almost like we're trying to balance those energies out. Because I feel like you learned that lesson. It did go through Ace of Swords. Now you're moving forward, Ten of Wands to the Three of Cups. You know, that's good. And you're stepping into balance. But I feel like for some of you, it is kind of freaking you out just a little bit. Nine of Swords, Four of Pentacles, Five of Wands. Seven of Pentacles, Two of Wands. And the Six of Cups is the next hurdle. Grounding is the Two of Swords. Guiding is Judgment, which, again, I'm getting kind of like whiplash from Monday's energy. The World. The Nine of Cups. Seven of Wands. Five of Pentacles. The Empress. And the outcome is the Eight of Cups. Clarify the Six of Cups for me. I don't usually do this. Usually I talk my way through it before, but Hierophant, Eight of Swords, I'm getting the same Four of Wands, King of Swords. I'm getting kind of the similar energy, but it's not the same. So with this reading, I feel as though you have done the work. To a point, right? I mean, obviously you're trying to regenerate. You're trying to step into new chapters, trying to step into new energies. But there's something here from the past. Orphaned and Strength, the Six of Cups, that next hurdle. There is something from your past that is causing you to stay stagnant. Which, again, I think we talked about this on Monday. But this is a little bit different. I feel like with this set of energy, it caused you to kind of harden in a way that you weren't meant to. And to explain that in simple terms, you hear all the time, oh, you need, tougher skin. Or, oh, you just need to toughen up. I think you did. But I also think you toughened up to the point where now I'm seeing the Thing from Fantastic Four. How your outer shell became so tough that the things from the past, I feel like, haven't been addressed yet. Hierophant, 8 of Swords, 4 of Wands, King of Swords. I don't think they've been addressed. I think you've let them sit and fester. Sit and fester. Page of Pentacles, Libra energy, and the 4 of Swords. That's telling me how to get out of it. You've let it sit and fester to the point where it kind of eroded around you. And now it's almost like I'm not saying it's impossible to get to, but I'm seeing this pain being encased. And it's difficult to break that open. Because you were told to be strong, right? You were told to be strong. You were told, you know, to toughen up, that life's not fair. All the really hard lessons. And again, if we're talking about relationships, you know, this could have been somebody who hurt you, but I'm not getting that with this energy. I'm getting with this energy that something from the past made you harden up. And now you're having a hard time embracing the emotional with the physical. Because when you hardened up, you went more physical, more brute force forward than you did with an emotional aspect. Cosmopolitan. No, sir. He just launched himself off the couch. No, sir. Don't do that. You're not a rocket. We should have named you Comet, but we didn't. Yeah, we should have named you Comet, but we didn't. But this really hardened you. And that would explain why we have the 2 of Swords here, down at the bottom. Because it's almost like you're so close to that water line, but you're not touching the emotions. It's like you're acknowledging them, but not really wanting to feel through them. You've built a wall. 7 of Wands. You built a wall. And the only way that you're going to move through this is to let yourself come in from the cold. 5 of Pentacles with the Empress. Hold that thought for just a moment. But to coincide with this, you know, I had to handle something for just a moment. But the more that I sat here with this energy, the more it almost falls into shadow work. It falls into shadow work. It really falls into that dark night of the soul. And for those of you who don't know what the dark night of the soul is, it's where essentially you go through and you go through the energy that's like this, right? I'm going to be real with you for this moment. It's where you go through the energy like this and you give it space. And you sit in this energy and you let it breathe. And you start to work with that energy. Now, the dark night of the soul isn't just a 24-hour thing. I mean, it's a serious commitment, right? But what that does is it helps release this energy. Like, I really feel like this is some serious shit that you held on to, and it just kind of eroded into your character. And that's why when you're trying to reach this next level, the universe is kind of telling you, hey, you can't get to this point yet because you haven't, you've done the work, but the most important work is what is hurting you, what is hindering you. And it's what you've kept cased away for a while. Bah. It's allergy season for me. Lovely. But what's guiding you here is we've got Judgment. And yes, on Monday, this didn't feel like an angel energy. This felt kind of like a different choice, right? Right now, it feels like an angel energy. It feels like an angel energy. I will take that. your angels, your spirit guides, your ancestors, guards, guardians, guides, you know, the universe, God, whatever you talk to, is coming in to try and help you. Knight of Cups. It's trying to come in, it's trying to help you. Six of Pentacles, work through this energy, the Sun, and the Fool. It's trying to get you to go through this energy to kind of unpack it, right? And allow you to hold space for it. I've got some bad news for you, because I've always kept it real on this channel. With the Eight of Cups in the outcome, okay? Because again, this is where you want to go. Nine of Cups, this is where you want to go, right? You want that happy energy. You want, you know, to be able to step forward into that new chapter, to be fulfilled. The Eight of Cups in the outcome. That tells me this is something that you cannot avoid. It can't be avoided. And I'm going to tell you right now, the people who are here for this energy, that this energy is trying to talk to, have already clicked out of this video. Because it's triggering. It's the honest truth. It is the honest truth. I have never sugar-coated things on this channel. I have never tried to shift you guys in a direction. My job is to inform you. And I can guarantee you that if you're still here, 17 minutes in, the people that this message is for have already clicked out. They'll come back. And if you have come back to listen to this, hello, welcome back. And if you are one of those select few who have actually had enough and are like, how do I get through this? What can I do to get out of this never-ending story? This is how you do it. You have to hold space with this energy. You have to be willing to crack that open and really dive into, why are you holding on to it? What lessons have it taught you? What lessons have you yet to learn from this? And how can you release this in a healthy way? Those are the things to take away from this energy. This is some serious shit. Page of Cups, Five of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. For some of you, okay, thank you. For some of you, it is that person who hurt you. It is. Somebody who, let's do it this way. The people who hurt you. The people who walked away from you. The people who abandoned you. Okay? How do you heal that? How do you go about healing that abandonment? Well, if you look around your life, have you seen the people who haven't abandoned you? Who see the flaws, who see behind the screens, behind the curtain, and have accepted you for who you are? Those are the people you lean into. Not these people. Not these people. These people don't deserve the time of day. But the people who are really there for you. That's a starting point. I'm going to give you these starting points. There's somebody that either owes you an apology or you owe them an apology. Could be either or. It's not my place to figure out which one is which. There's an apology in here somewhere. I'm not going to say any more on that one. But I think it's time to make a draft. Hell, it could even be an apology to yourself. That's always a kicker. That's a swift kick in the chops. It is. Because I've also had to do that. I've had to apologize to myself. And that's even harder than apologizing to another person. There's projects that are unfinished. Something that requires your attention, 3 of Pentacles. These are just different examples for the different people who need this. I'm not saying, it's all. I'm not saying it's just one. Take this for how this resonates. But there are projects that need to be finished as well. Something that you may have abandoned long ago. The King of Wands comes back to strength. Comes back to courage. It's going to be scary. Another starting point is being afraid and doing it anyway. And that's hard. That's also very hard. If we waited until we were ready, we'd be waiting a while in this energy. Sometimes it's better to be afraid and still do it anyway. To not be certain. To step into the unknown. This is some really serious, scary, and uncertain energy. But it wouldn't be coming through for me if someone didn't need it. The Explorer. That's what's underneath. And Release is what's on top. The Explorer and Release. And we have Deep Knowing and Treasure Island. Whoever this is for, this is for you. And I think you've known that this was coming for a while. But now that it's in your face, I think it's starting to come to the forefront more often than you can hide it. Because you can only hide it for so long. And I think it's time. Zodiac signs that I see. I don't think we have any royal sets here. But we do have Aquarius, Libra, Taurus, Gemini, Sag, Libra, Leo, Gemini, Libra, Taurus, fixed signs Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Scorpio. And I believe that's what I see. One more time just to make sure I don't miss anybody, because I sometimes do. We have Libra, Taurus, Aquarius, Gemini, Sag, fixed signs Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Scorpio, Gemini, Leo, Libra, Taurus. And that is what I see. So, thank you guys very much for joining me. As always, your company is well appreciated, as well as your spirit guides. We greatly appreciate you being here with us today. I really, really hope this helped. Sometimes it's not all happy energy. Sometimes it's what's needed to be said. And this was one of those times. So, take this for how this resonates. If this resonated for you, leave a like. Leave a comment if you so choose. This is some heavy energy. I would never make you guys put your personal business out there. But this is what I have. So, as always, you guys take care of yourselves. And I will see you all again on Friday. Bye for now.